We can talk about the younger generation. Yeah.
Well, see, the younger generation, man, I feel like they think that they're more connected or they're more enlightened than the older generation. You know what I mean?
I think older people they tried a different approach with parenting and the kids. They allowed them to be more free, and if you let the kids explore too much, you're not going to gain too much clarity of understanding them. So
Yeah, I think they need to do more activities with their kids. You know?
it could be the natural order too, because nothing is people perception is not meant to stay the same too. So you got to try dabble in different habits. I would think so.
Yeah, but I mean,
When I think
they
about
have a
it,
connection through their DNA. You know what I mean?
I mean the households are not even the same. They don't even know how to raise the kids. They're more focused on laying back and getting paid and what's on TV than trying to fill in the shoes of being labeled a parent.
I think a lot of parents
Everything everything
want
just
to
feels like
move
a
back
big
and get paid.
responsibility to them, huh?
I think a lot of parents want to make money without doing anything, and then they feel like it's not their responsibility to take care of their kids. You know what I mean?
They feel like it's an obligation. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, it's like when like that Chris Rock joke. He said that oh, I never been to jail. I was like, you want a cookie? You know what I mean? I'm not to go to jail either. Obligation.
Do you think it's like a lack of enthusiasm when it comes to raising the kids? Maybe teaching and dedication as well.
I don't know, man. I feel like the idea of having a kid is special, but once you have the kid, then you're like, what do you do? You're kind of lost. You know what I mean?
How do you
People
think they
fall in
should
love
go
with the
about the whole?
idea.
How do you think people should go about the whole situation of you see your kid not being so social? I guess
Yeah.
then they get more secretive over time, and then that's how you get these underlying problems of insecurity and the backlash of them whipping their problems out on other people. So how do you think it should go about that?
You got to connect with your kid somehow, man. You got to find something that you and him or you and her both like doing together. Play Call of Duty. Play Call of Duty with your kid, man. Or go. Well, they used to be having a catch. You know what I mean?
Any form of bond will do.
Any form of something. Read a book with your kid. I don't know. Look at a magazine.
You think they should go out hunting with their kids?
Yeah, you hunt for those good prices. So you got to hunt for. No, you should take your kids hunting. That's a bonding experience too. That's definitely a bonding experience. It's just nobody goes and has a catch anymore with their kid.
What if it turns into like an underlying problem where the kid gets to like addictive behavior of
I
like
mean,
maybe like taking a life or something like that, and it becomes like an escalation type of problem.
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't want a kid taking somebody's life.
I mean, these days where we have these problems that they blame it on the video games.
It's not video game fault. They've been killing people for way before video games. You know what I mean? It's like it's like Grand Theft Auto. If let's blame Red Dead for people trying to steal stuff off of carriages. Let's not blame Grand Theft Auto. You know what I
I think it's
mean?
propaganda. This is the agenda being pushed through music and media. Because you think about it, they perpetuate ideas of violence all the time, but these guys are not
Movies
getting, they're
are very
yeah,
violent.
movies as well too. But they're not the ones getting victimized. We are though. So
The
everyone's
video
glorifying them for
game.
doing acts that we, commit to.
The
You
video
said the
games are
video
creating
games.
the violence, but it shouldn't be. It's more because the movies perpetuate it way more.
So you're telling me. So you're telling me if I play a game, you heard of that game called Balloons, where the monkeys they pop the balloons all day long. So you're telling me
Yeah.
if I play a game like that, you're telling me I'm going to come to work with a dart shooter and start shooting people in the neck with it?
Well, anybody with a balloon.
I can't win with this guy, man.
Yeah, no. But listen, you're not going to come to work and start shooting people. Go look at 9 out of 10 times, bro. It's the parents that raise these kids who fucked up kids.
The music plays a hand in too when you think about it. Remember that shooting and the kids say it was because of Chief Keef's music?
Man, nobody can understand what the fuck he's saying, man. Nobody's getting influenced by him.
It don't have to be. It don't have to be the music. It's the whole visualization of what he's promoting, imagery. If you get on YouTube, you
Yeah,
go look at one of his videos, you see this guy running in place with a damn pistol right next to him. You don't think people want to be, idolizing that type of behavior?
yeah, well, I mean, at least he'll get them doing exercise. You know, it's just fucking. It's you know, man.
Oh man,
Chief Keef's a big influence on the culture. But I don't think like the music makes you want to shoot people. I think the shooting people makes you want to make the music. You know, like they didn't start shooting people after they started making music. Music was a byproduct.
yeah, you can go into the science of music, how to, the frequencies is pushed at a low level. So of course it's going to, enslave your mind into thinking those type of, problems at least.
It depends, man. I mean, I don't know. Music hits you in different ways, emotionally, physically, meditation wise. Like you can get really into some type of music.
Everything is vibrating when you think about it. This is why babies, like when you rock, everything is vibrating, so it's moving, right? So when
Yeah,
you rock babies to sleep and they're vibrating, that's a relaxation state of, vibration right there.
they become one with the vibration and they get relaxed.
I think the older parents, they gave the kids too much freedom. They allowed them to dabble in too many areas of life that they're, not meant to handle at that age.
You don't
They
want to
don't
restrict the
teach the kids
kids.
how to be themselves though.
They don't want them to be themselves, man. They want them to assimilate. You know what I mean?
That's the same. That's a social conformity issue right there. Everyone is, everyone's personifying what they see.
Yeah. Um,
But then at the same time, the things that you see, you're the only ones getting punished for those behaviors, though. They don't really teach you how to be yourself.
I don't think
They
it's
don't
the
teach you
same.
that the hate that you have within yourself, it comes from outwards. So the things that, the thoughts that you think are basically being projected onto you from others.
I mean, it could be. Definitely could be that.
I mean, a lot of times when you think about a situation that involves you and another person and how they hurt you, and only how you react to it, that thought is going to be on your mind all the time.
Yeah, but
But
it's
most
on there
people
for a
carry it.
specific reason. Because you have something either against yourself, you know, you think
Yeah,
you're
that too.
wrong.
Like things they can't let go of it. Then that comes into the problem of, putting your ego to the side. Like, why do you feel like you're so entitled to having to either win every situation or have everything go your way?
Because you think you're the center of the world, man. That's what a lot of people think. Center
It
of
could
this
also be the
universe.
belief systems of the household too. You'll get a lot of parents tell you where your entitlement comes from. As long as you're born, you're supposed to be a king, you're supposed to be a queen, you're supposed to have this, the world is supposed to kiss your ass.
Everybody can't be kings, you know?
What will make you say such a thing?
I'm talking about not themselves. Like you could be the king of your own kingdom, right? Rule the world. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, at the same time, everyone is here for a different, purpose. So you never really know. Yeah, but I get what you're saying, though. No one can carry that mentality all the time because everyone is not meant to do what the next man is here to do. We're all here for different purposes.
Yeah, we might even be only have to be here for a little bit and then we go. You know? Depends. Well, how do you find out your purpose?
How do you find out your purpose? I think you should just go on ideas that you're good at, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. If you don't try everything, you're not gonna know what you're good at.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily say it's trying everything, but though that's for people who's a little bit later in life and they can't really find themselves. But there will be a lot of cases in kids they're growing up and their parents like involve them in activities that they like, and they always had like a profound interest for doing something like drawing or something. Later on in life, it starts to get suppressed a little bit, and they haven't really considered that as a profession. So maybe they should go on that, and that could be their purpose. To
What
have
do you
something
think?
left inspiring for others to go on.
It depends, man. It really does depend.
But it could be way deeper than just interest like that. Like I get what you're saying. It could be way deeper than interest.
It could be
Some
like,
people's purpose couldn't. Huh?
why were you incarnated in this life?
Could be to
I
help
think about
others
that
out.
all the
Maybe some people are incarnated to help regulate energy of the planet again. Everyone has a mass scale purpose of being in position of powers, and they still don't know what to do with it. Like some people got like a big speaking platform, and they advocate positive energy and promotions or whatnot. Some people don't.
I mean, a lot of
I
people
mean,
don't have that energy to project either. That's the problem. If you don't have yourself together, you're not gonna be able to project anything properly. You know what I mean? You get your shit together.
yeah, that's true as well. What
You
about
know?
do you think someone could incarnate back here for lessons again?
I think they could, but it depends on what they're going to reincarnate as another human being, or is it like an animal or a tree? You know, I wouldn't want to be a tree, man. Here's the reasoning. Somebody's going to piss on me or cut me down, man. I don't want that. I don't want that as a life. You know what I mean?
If no one hears you fall, then it didn't happen. I guess
Yeah, but
according
it
to people,
depends on who's around.
no one's gonna be around if you fall.
Listen, man, if I fall, I better get back up. Somebody better lift my ass back up. I'll be a Christmas tree, bro. I'm coming back as a Christmas tree. I'm gonna live for 3 weeks.
The
I'm gonna
kids
have
gonna
balls
knock you
all over
down.
me. Somebody's gonna decorate me with balls and garland. I'm gonna be a Christmas tree. And guess
Once
what?
those kids,
I'm
once
gonna
those
find
kids
Santa
knock you
Claus.
down, they're gonna put your ass right outside.
I'm gonna find Santa Claus, bro, and then they're gonna kill me. Gonna put my ass right in the trash. Mm,
That's it.
I know, but here's the thing. I would like. How long would you like to live in this world, man?
In this world,
Yeah,
I would go off the lifespan of 150 years, which sounds
I was
ideal.
thinking too, man. As long as I didn't get too old and like deteriorate too much, you know?
It's just the aging process is where the fear comes in. That's the only thing. If it wasn't for the aging process, we could live. We could at least adapt to it a little bit more easily. I could say.
Figured out death though as like a scientific thing. Like we don't figure out why we die. You know?
I mean, besides the organs shutting down,
Weird noise here. Yeah, still haven't figured
or at
out
least
why
what
we die.
happens to you, or at least what happens to you after you die. Everything is just based on speculation and what we've been told. It's not exactly proven.
Yeah, you're the
Like
only
the
one to
same the same
find
exact
out,
thing of
man.
where we the same exact theory of where we think consciousness comes from. But a lot of people would think the brain emits consciousness. But consciousness is all around though, when you think about it. It's one universal flow of energy that's, plugging important into all
I don't
life
think
forms in the
you lose
world.
consciousness. I just think your consciousness transfers somewhere else. Transfers out of your
Like it takes
body.
on the next shape, right?
I mean, as
Yeah.
they believe.
I think it takes the next necessary step to of transformation
Okay?
though. Yeah. I mean, in the next life, you could be, flying around a saucer somewhere spying on us.
You know?
Yeah, you probably one of them.
No, I got my green card, bro. I know alien. What you talking about?
Okay, never mind.
No, I'm not spying on anybody. I'm like little Yachty. I spy with my little like, eye. That's what I'm like.
I mean, from what I read, I heard one of the moon landings. They saw saucers on the far side of the moon, and it told them never to come back or something like that.
That's what they said. If not, they went to the moon and there were aliens up there. That's why when they
You,
came back, they were so upset. You think they'd be happy to be to the moon? They look miserable.
that and they couldn't really explain the whole situation. They couldn't go into full detail about it, not to speak about the whole thing at least.
No, it doesn't make any sense why we didn't go back.
But they have those little recon type missions all the time, and they still don't really bring back too much evidence, or at least
They bring back rocks.
photograph evidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I need photographic evidence. I need rocks, soil samples. Should let that out.
You think most of them are just imitating like weather balloons, or
We talk about UFOs.
yeah,
No, I think they're real. And when landed in Roswell, they said there were bodies there.
yeah, and then they went inside the spaceship and they couldn't find any bathrooms or no basic necessities of what they need inside of a spacecraft. So there must have been like a motherboard or a mothership, somewhere near.
Yeah, or they didn't have Google Maps. They didn't know where the hell they were going. They just fucking died. They fucking crashed. Yeah, what if it was like teenage aliens driving to a party with like a bunch of liquor, and they just
Oh
fucking were
god.
like, they just fucking died, man. They just crashed their ship. They're like, oh shit, Jerry, you gotta learn how to drive. This is my mom's van. This is my mom's UFO, man. What the fuck? I don't know how to drive this.
I heard multiple things about how they crashed. I heard they might have been struck by an object or struck by lightning. But you wouldn't think it would be the case of lightning.
Against the lightning. So, like, not do that because they're flying in the air. You know what I mean? I still think that
Well,
there's
let's get back
aliens
on
here.
topic to these kids again.
Oh, these kids.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's many different alien races.
Yeah,
What you're talking about? You're talking about the Greys, right?
yeah. I know there's the lizards, there's the reptilians. They're big though.
Draconians. You got the little Anunnaki beings. They probably could shapeshift. That's why the Egyptians had the depictions of the alien heads and the not alien heads. I mean animal heads and the human bodies.
Yeah,
They
the
probably were
God
the
of
same.
Egypt.
They're probably the same beings from Mesopotamia.
I think it's the same thing. You know?
Could be shapeshifters. I believe in shapeshifters. They even have it in the Indian,
Dude, the people who've had
American
shamanic
House of Stories.
experiences, they always talk about the spirits and everything. That could be like in another dimension or something. You know what I mean? I totally
How do you
believe
say?
that. Spirit
There are
world.
many different, huh?
I think the spirit world is right with us. We just can't see it, or some people can't see it. We can feel it.
That goes into the theories about the I think there was a physicist. Think his name is Mizu or something with an M. There's always 11 dimensions, but with this eye spectrum of light, we can't really see all the 11 dimensions happening instantaneously around us.
No, if you're looking at one, you can't see the others. Is that what he's saying?
Yeah,
So we're constantly focused on this dimension, but we can't.
that and our
Listen,
frequency is too low.
some people can perceive it though, man. Psychic mediums and stuff.
Get the sense of it, you're saying?
They can touch the spirits and shit. Like I totally believe in that.
Well, that and
You know?
there's how do you say it? There's many different ways you communicate with spirits, though. When you think about it, they can communicate with you in dreams. You could build your little radios and whatnot and communicate with them that way. You could do your little practices, your little Wicca practices on how to communicate with them. Yeah. I mean, I might start drawing symbols anyway in here. See what I can conjure up.
What? What, the astral projection?
Yeah, I tried that before. I made it to the vibration stage.
Yeah, but that's gotta be intimidating.
Say again?
That's gotta be.
But then again, I heard the astral world is based off your perception of what you think things are, would look like, and off of things what you learn too as well.
That's what I think. What happens when you take mushrooms, bro? But in your reality that you can't perceive, your subconscious. I totally buy that.
Let's
You know
get
what I
back on
mean?
topic with these damn kids.
Yeah, we keep getting on topic. These damn kids.
You think parenting skills are at issue here?
Like I was watching today, bro. I was watching Dr. Phil, and they had this girl on here who was abusing people and like cursing out her parents and punching them. All she needed was a good whack. They didn't give it to her. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you didn't do things that were bad because there was punishment for it. But
Oh,
she
you
didn't
believe
get
in
any
beating the
punishment.
kids?
What did you say?
You believe in abuse for the kids? Like,
Not abuse, but they can make her do push-ups or make her dig a hole or something. You know, something like that, or find out why
oh,
she's
you mean
acting
go?
like
You mean go through like a a program that
boot camp.
Yeah.
They have
You don't
them.
think
They
that's
had those
gonna
for kids.
invoke more malicious behavior again?
I would ask her like, why are you being a bitch? Like, why do you act this way? Why? There's no reason for it. You don't need to act. You act completely different than every other kid. Why are you
But you
doing this?
gotta you gotta change your tone of voice when you're talking to kids too. You can't
I'm
talk to
talking
them
about
with
like a
what they
though. I'm talking
think.
about like a
They think
teenager.
it's yeah. They're gonna think it's an aggravated intent how you're talking to them.